Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. For today's transformation, I'm bringing you this beautiful purple look that I created. I'm going to be showing you guys everything from foundation application, eyeshadow, highlighting and contour, brows. So if you want to see that, make sure you keep on watching. So first thing I'm going to be doing is set my brows on place. I'm using this pillowy wax, but you can use the brow gel from Anastasia, the brow wax, or anything drugstore if you want to. Just make sure that your hairs stay on place. And I'm doing my eyes and brows before my foundation because I'm doing a super colorful look. And then on here I'm using the Juvia's Place brow pen. You can use a brow pencil if you are more comfortable with that, but I do like the look that the brow pen gives me. Then I'm going to use this beautiful purple palette from ABH, and using a brow pencil I'm going to start drawing the line. It's okay if you create mistakes here. You can easily fix them with a bit of concealer. So as you can see, it's just like the shape. And then I'm going with a smaller fluffy brush to kind of diffuse the eyeshadow into my eyelid, and I'm gonna be doing that back and forth. It takes a bit of time. All the blending, you can always perfect the line with concealer. And then I'm gonna go into a lighter shade of purple and then the white shade from the palette, and go back and forth with those shades, back and forth until like the blending is how I want it. So it's a bit of work here, but you just need to take your time. And then to perfect the line even more, I just take like a wipe and perfect it a bit more. And I wanted a bit of glam, and I was inspired by the top that I was wearing, so I went with a bit of a white glittery shade and some rhinestones as well, just to add a little something into the look, make it a bit euphoria. You know, it's so trendy. And then lashes, I love these from ABH. They are dramatic but not too much, so you can still see the eyeshadow. And time for face, I'm using the Marshmallow primer from NYX Cosmetics. I love it because it really fills my pores. I used a bit much. As you can see me, I'm struggling like blending it out. You don't need this much, but I love this primer so much. It's one of my favorite ones from the drugstore. And here I'm also using a drugstore foundation. This is like the eraser foundation, I think so. I'm gonna just link it down below. I just love how it leaves my skin super glowy, but at the same time it covers enough. It's not like a super full coverage, but you can like build it up. And I did that here. I added a lot of foundation because I wanted a super full-on Barbie beat, if you know what I mean. I really wanted that Instagram kind of full beat. And here I'm using the same concealer as the foundation. It's like the same thing, just like a concealer version. One of my favorite concealers from the drugstore for sure. And I'm using it in a lighter shade than my foundation to highlight. It's really going to brighten the areas that I want to brighten, especially my under eye area, and create that illusion of a slimmer face than with the contour bronzing. And I'm using the same concealer again, but a more warmer, darker tone to like bronze slash contour. It doesn't contour much because it's a very warm tone shade, but it gives you a very beautiful bronze. I apply directly into my skin, and then I go with my favorite brush when it comes to like cream bronzers and cream contour. So I just make sure to blend everything nicely. And one thing that I like to do, and I never show on my like little videos on Instagram because it just like takes a lot of time, is that I do all the blending with the highlighting and contouring, and then I use the exact same sponge with the foundation and I go over everything to make sure everything looks super well blended and smooth and there are no harsh lines. And that's why I love using cream products, especially when it comes to bronzer and blush and contour, because it's so easy to work with. You can easily fix any mistakes and it just looks so natural. And on here I'm using a powder. This is the Kylie Cosmetics 200, and I just press that into under my eyes, and then on the other areas that I highlighted as well, make sure I press that in so everything stays on place. And doing that will make your makeup last for hours and just really stay in place. So so I like to powder my face and then I go with bronzer. Again, I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics bronzer in khaki. I love this formula. It melts into the skin. It's not too powdery. It's like a very buttery kind of powder. So I love that. I love that look. It's super natural. And here I'm going with a palette from, I think it's Laura Lee Los Angeles, and just applying a bit of blush, give a bit of color on my cheeks, a bit of my nose. I go a bit everywhere. And now I am finally finishing my eyes with the same purple that I used to create the liner, and a bit of spray here from Huda Beauty. Make sure everything is well blended. And then for highlighter, I have this beautiful one from Colourpop Cosmetics that just has this beautiful purple hint to it and just like makes the whole look come together. And since the eyes are a lot and dramatic, I wanted something simple on the lips, so I went with this ABH Crystal Lip Gloss and make sure the focus was on the eyeshadow and the eye look. And then to bring the whole look together, I go in with a bit of glow, a bit of glitter, just to make sure everything looks super glowy and fabulous. And this is the before and after, you guys. Look at that skin. Look, I look like a doll. It's just like the purple full bit. It's a lot. It's dramatic. It's colorful. It's exactly what I wanted, and I'm so happy with it. I really hope you guys like it too. I think this is one of my favorite looks that I ever did, like my top 5 maybe. It's beautiful. If you think that too, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I'm gonna leave some more in here, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye bye.